Good morning again, everyone. Nice to see you again this morning. You know, this situation reminds me a bit of when I was a student and I did some voluntary work for an association for the blind. And we were letting off this blind person at his home one afternoon to pick him up again next morning. And as we left him off, he said, "Well, I'll see you tomorrow." Ha, ha. And I feel a bit like that, you know. I know you're there even if I can't see you. So you're welcome. And we're about to start the second day of the European and International Association Congress. There's some people who have some questions about that name. It's a bit of a strange name, as if Europe isn't international. But what it means is, this is a Congress for European associations, headquartered in Europe, for European members, and for international associations who look after an international membership. Most of those will also have their headquarter in Europe, but not necessarily so. So this is the 9th edition of this Congress. It's the first time outside of the UK. And I must say, I thought that was quite a courageous move last year. The Congress has for many years been a proven success based in the UK, and now for the first time we went abroad. I talked to Damien Hutt, the Congress director, just as I arrived on Sunday afternoon, and I said, "Damien, how do you feel?" And Damien said, "Elling, I feel very, very, very good. The numbers are good, exhibition is sold out, and Linda Pereira and her staff at CPL Events have done a fantastic job organising everything, and we've got phenomenal support from the local authority." In fact, when we approached the mayor of Estoril, which is where we are, and we asked if he would support our Congress, and he just said, "Yes, what do you want?" And that's what has made organising the Congress here in Estoril quite a special and enjoyable experience for Damien and his crew. Now, as I said, we're in Estoril. We're just 30 minutes from Lisbon Airport by car or by train. The capital of Estoril is Cascais. It's about 10 minutes walk from here. About 250,000 people live there, right on the beach. It's the beach that used to be called the Riviera of the Iberian Peninsula, but I don't think they're using that term anymore. But it's an absolutely beautiful place, and I hate to tell you this if you're in a part of Europe that hasn't seen spring yet. We've got temperatures in the mid-20s already and a bright blue sky, and it's absolutely lovely here. We're at the Estoril Congress Centre. We're in the main auditorium now, which will seat about 700 people. And they've got a new auditorium planned, which will seat about, I think, 2,500. The centre today hosts comfortably about congresses for about 1,200 people. We have 230 delegates, which is fantastic. We were worried that all the British delegates who were used to the Congress being in the UK, that they would see Portugal and Estoril as a long way to go. But obviously many of them have realised that flying from, say, London to Lisbon is not much more expensive than taking the plane or the train to Liverpool, where we were last year. So this is a very accessible destination. We've got 57 exhibitors. Exhibition was sold out long before the Congress started, and we have 3 main sponsors, which I should mention: Australia, South Africa and Malaysia. So everything's been planned by Linda Pereira and her team at CPL Events. It's a big PCO in these parts. They've got, I think, more than 50 employees, and they've got offices in Macau, in Cape Verde and in Manchester, and they've done a fabulous job, as we've seen yesterday. So we're about to start the second day. We have 4 streams running, but obviously we can't be 4 places at the same time, so we're going to follow essentially the meetings and events stream. We start with a keynote by Dame Helen Alexander, and she's going to talk about how do associations keep their relevance and keep their members. Then we return to the big topic this year, which is profitability, commercializing your events, using your meetings and events as a source of revenue and funding for associations. That seems to be the overriding topic. This morning we're looking at sponsorship and partnerships and exhibitions as a source of revenue and a source of economies. Then we turn to another big topic which concerns a big part of the industry, namely the regulations faced by the pharmaceuticals industry. It's been a topic for many years, and it's really very hot again, and a lot of things are going to happen. I think that's going to be a very interesting session this afternoon for anyone involved in the medical industry. We finished the day with a panel discussion. It's called Achieving Excellence. It's going to be a general rounding off and summing up of everything that we've heard, and really focusing on what do you need to do as association events managers or involved in any way with associations to be profitable and to be successful and to retain your members and to head for a bright future. So that's the program for today. I'm going to be back 3 times during the day, interviewing some speakers and getting a little bit more background to some of the topics and some of the speakers that we have here. So I hope you'll stay with us for the day. We've had about 100 people yesterday in the virtual audience who followed the conference, and I hope you'll have a really nice and profitable and rewarding day with us today. So now we're about to start here in the auditorium. It'll be a few minutes still. I'll leave you in peace for a little while, and then I'll see you a little bit later.